Welcome to another DorkLair collecting live stream. Chris and Larry could not make it. Larry is celebrating his wedding anniversary, so I know he won't watch this, but if on the off chance he does, happy anniversary, Larry. But with me tonight are Trevor and Curtis. What is going on, guys?
I could just zoom in and do this and be Larry. I could just...
Yeah, you be Larry. I'll be
Get
Chris.
the shoulders.
Yeah, I can't do Larry. So
I have a funny picture.
I can't do Larry either.
At LegionsCon last year of me and Chris and Recon Rage. And
It's pretty close.
It's
that's
it's
about
like
as close as you can get. Yeah,
right. And so it's funny because it was like we totally took the shot just to like tease Larry to, but anyway, let's check in with the chat here. Blake was the first one too. That's so funny. The Lair is back. I mean, we did it 2 weeks ago. Kirby's here. Freaks Figures. Twizzler 19. Gears and Sprockets. J-Mac. Wholesome Warlock. Jeremy Govier. Who else? Cloud Foxwell.
Cloud.
James Samudio. Brian Carr. Benji. Greetings, Earthlings. Cloud, what is your second language? I'm curious about that one. What is your second language?
Oh, I know this. Is it German?
Oh, wait. Actually, it's right here. Yeah,
German. Yeah.
Motu Guru. Mr. Ryan Clark. Josh Brown.
Mr. Ryan Clark.
Charlie Squared. Brick something. Jeff Evans. I am TJ Williams.
Hello.
Rob Zamora. Did I say Mr. Ryan Clark? Kevin McCarthy. Rick Jones. Molotov Folktales. Joe Gonsalves, who is at work. I hope you're having a productive work day, Joe. Darla Ackerman.
I know her.
And I think we might have gotten everybody. Notorious Tofu. Birds and Boxes. What's up, Dan? Terrence. The Collector. Chris P. Whoops. And Joe gifted the 10 memberships.
Oh, nice.
Eric Bateman. And that is everybody.
Nice.
Okay. So, what's up, dudes? Recent pickups?
Oh.
I've got quite a few. So
Go ahead.
Go first, Curtis.
all right. Well, I picked up the McFarlane Deathstroke. Really nice figure. They've got a platinum one that's more like the Teen Titans colors, but kind of classic Deathstroke.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple of the new Galaxy blockies, Metroplex and Optimus.
Is that like a mid-range Galaxy? What is
that? Yeah. I was trying to get the head. Oh gosh.
Oh,
Unicron.
Yeah.
Yeah, Unicron head. I didn't get it. So picked up this sweet custom from Jordan Fraser.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, nice flame effects. So
Flame guy, yeah.
That's nice.
And then grabbed one of these Collegiate Legends from Jolana. And I'm not a big college football guy at all. In fact, I'm not a college football guy at all, but I just wanted to see how these moved. It's pretty damn good. I talk about it in my most recent travel toy video, but I was pretty impressed with the articulation and just how well it moves. So the options and stuff.
I haven't watched your most recent one. Was it shopping the show? Was that?
Yeah, I did some like going from table to table and checking out stuff, and then I picked up a few things, including my one big pickup from the show, which was the Mondo Sky Sled. This thing was like $395 when it first came out, and I was like, I just can't see spending $400 on it. Plus, when I was a kid, I always had Triclops on this thing, and they hadn't announced one when this thing came out, but now they've revealed one.
Right.
So I was like, I got to get it. And Toy Federation had it at the show, and it was a pre-owned one, but $250. So originally
nice.
$400. They had $250.
That's Mondo, you said?
Yeah, this is Mondo.
Oh, I thought that was a new thing for some reason. I saw it up on. I actually ended up ordering that He-Man. I'm not even a He-Man fan, but I got to check it out. It just it's really cool. And I saw the Sky Slide up there. And I thought
it came out a little over a year ago, I guess. So
okay.
But I mean, even used ones you can't find for less than like $400 or $500.
I swear it's up on the site, man. I don't know what I'll take a look.
Well, if it's on the site, it's 400, right? So it's still
it was
no. It's a great
weekend, but it was $395 was the original price.
Okay, so it was up on the site. I wasn't losing that.
Yeah, they keep like all of their stuff on the site, even if it's sold out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it was sold out. Maybe I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Can I see that Jordan? Go ahead.
And J-Mac makes a good point. Like the He-Man they're doing now, the 2000X is the 12th scale, and that sled is the 6th scale.
Yeah, the one.
Oh, that's 6th scale?
Yeah.
Oh,
this is
okay.
6th.
It looks small for some reason.
No.
Too small for that.
No,
okay.
it's pretty big. I mean,
gotcha.
Yeah. And it comes with like two extra He-Man heads too that have like the windswept hair. So if you wanted to throw him on there, like it's got his hair blowing back, but I won't be using that. I'll be waiting for Triclops. So that's it, really.
Can I see that Jordan custom again?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the one he posted up on the Cabal a while ago, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna grab that one," and I completely forgot.
Yeah, it's cool. Beautiful. He did a really great job with the blending of colors.
Yeah, it's a clever use of that sword too.
Yeah. Yep.
Looks good.
That was it.
Nice work, Jordan. How about you, Trevor? Nice. You got some pickups?
Yeah, I got start with the small stuff. I got these from Amazon just yesterday. So just to fire, nice. Just to have for. I know I'm going to get back into superhero shots pretty soon, and just have like police and fire, background characters or foreground characters. They're really nice too. I mean, I love the G.I. Joe. Any excuse to buy a G.I. Joe figure that I could use, I will take it.
What's up, Nate?
Hey,
Nate.
What's up, man?
It's basically Legion's Lounge now. I need to take off.
The one thing about those G.I. Joe, like classic, whatever, like fire, police, they're like pricey for, if you want to have like a unit or a squad of them, like they're
$35. Yeah. So, but I mean.
But these days, I guess a lot of figures
you can use that in a lot of places, though. It's not like so unique. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a pharmacist or something like that. I got this in last week, but this is the big Darth Vader.
It's so big, it's like blocking your mic.
Yeah, it's huge. Well, the box is huge. It's just a 1/6 figure, but
oh, it's cool.
Does it have a huge display base or something? It must, right?
Yeah, it's got a big display base, and it's got like a big cape that's like a plastic.
I remember
cape, but it's got the Darth Vader mask. It forms into it. It looks. Really
cool. Wow.
Dr. Cornelius Evison.
Nice. Oh. How many of those do you have so far? This
I got Greedo because I had the old Greedo, but it was really cheap. The Sideshow one wasn't cheap because it was expensive to buy, but it just didn't look that great. So the new Greedo is good. I got that one. I got God, what's his name? His partner. I'm blanking.
Who's Ponda Baba?
No, Ponda Baba. Yeah, I didn't get the Devil Dude. Forget his name too. Anyway, because he was limited to like 500 or something like that, so I missed him out.
Yeah,
I actually got a notification like 2 weeks ago that I could get him off waitlist, and I didn't see it. So,
man, I gotta get that Greedo. Like, I've been
Greedo's good.
I've been waiting. I'm like hoping that I can find a little deal on it somewhere. Maybe somebody will have one at LegionsCon.
Somebody will probably be getting rid of it.
Yeah, I'll it's one of those ones where it's like if I can get it a little cheaper, I'm gonna get it.
If you want the old one, I'll send it to you. Honestly,
no,
it's not bad on the shelf.
Yeah,
maybe
it's
not as good as the new one.
Well,
Anyway.
sounds like you can make friends with some Sideshow reps at LegionsCon and
Yeah, I
maybe
know.
True enough.
Yeah.
have the hookup.
Before he leaves, OK Figures got to catch the replay tomorrow. Everybody here is
man.
awesome. Have fun, folks. Thank you so much. $20. Boom. We
Damn,
are
nice.
doing some giveaways tonight.
Nice.
We're gonna do 3 giveaways. Let's get the first one started right away. Oh, also, Curtis, thank you.
Nice.
Gifted 10 memberships. Congrats to anybody who got one of those. Let me do my pickups first. Nate, do you have anything you want to share?
I did not come prepared. Ooh, that looks cool.
Ooh,
no.
look at that.
It's
Wow. What head's that from?
it's Von Burke, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a Von Burke box.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's it. I'm good. Go ahead, Bill.
Nate?
Yeah, I didn't come prepared to share anything, so
I can't wait for one of you good photographers to get one of these. I think come up with some awesome pictures.
I'd like to do some stuff with it. I wish they were NFL. I'm not a big collegiate fan, but I'd love to just try it, just to to play around with them.
Nate, you're a big college football fan, right? You should grab one of those.
I'm waiting for him to make a Spartan, and then I'm definitely gonna pick up one. Yeah.
Nice.
Price point wasn't bad either. Like at the show, it was $30. I think on Big Bet it's like 35.
That's
So-
surprising because I
Yeah,
would think that there'd
that's
be
good.
all sorts of likeness rights plus the college,
Well,
cost.
they've got
I mean, not as much as
named-
the NFL, but still,
They've got named players that are like 50, but then like this one is just like a generic one. So it just says number 1 and it has the team name on the back instead of a player name.
all right, okay.
So
I didn't
those
realize they were doing that.
kind of
That's
like
cool.
builders, like football builders.
Yeah, football builders.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
get
they
like a
look cool.
linebacker builder though, or are they all the
They
same
haven't
body?
done a different size body yet.
Oh,
So
Gotcha.
That's cool. Oh yeah, so for me, for recent pickups, a little while back, Eric LeBron sent me into the Disney figure collecting, and it's funny because I was at Disney and I skipped the 2025 one. These are the Halloween ones, the Boo, R2 Boo or whatever. And this was the one. Yeah, this is the one that Eric sent me. And so then I noticed that the Disney store online had free shipping. And so I ended up grabbing the 2 that they had. So that one of the ones was the 2025 that I saw at Disney World when I went. So I got that one.
That's
and
fun.
then the other one, this is a Disneyland, some kind of anniversary figure or something, but just like, I guess this one's like specific to Disneyland. So I grabbed that. These were the only 2 that they had on there. So I grabbed those 2. So I'm up to 4 because I also have this one here that Eric also sent me. So I got 4.
Are those?
4 of the
I think
Disney
I have that
droids.
one. I think I picked that
Are they
one.
Black Series size or vintage?
Vintage.
Vintage. Yeah.
Oh,
3
okay. They look a little bit bigger the way you hold them.
Yeah. I mean, they're.
Okay. Yeah.
So that I'm on that.
That's a
journey
rabbit
now
hole.
of collecting these. Yeah, I mean, because first of all, like, there's a whole bunch I could go back and look for, like old ones, and then like I can keep, they put them out for holidays and different things, like, so I can keep kind of collecting them forward, and they're like $15, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, vintage collection figures now are $20. They're up to $20 now, which is freaking nuts.
Jeez. Yeah, they used to be under 10, didn't they? They had like 8
Yes,
something.
yes,
Yeah.
they were 10. So the original 3 3/4 stuff was like $8 right before Vintage Collection came out, and it was a big deal when Vintage Collection came out, and it was $10. I wasn't collecting them at the time, but I've gone back and like kind of like looked at the history.
Well,
of
the
it
3
and stuff.
3/4 they were coming out with were like 5 points or something like that.
Well,
So
no,
they
I mean they
really-
had some pretty good ones, and then and then they decided to kind of have like just kind of like up it a little bit and just make sure like everything was really good, and then just do it as the Vintage Collection on the Vintage card.
Right.
And they upped it to 10, and it was like, oh my god, that's way too much. And now it's doubled. It's doubled from that what it was.
Oh, it looks like
Crazy.
Rob Zamora's
There you go,
got some
Rob's
for
got
you,
some.
Bill.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, man. I'll take them.
Nice.
That was a while ago. You're talking like 2013,
Mm-hmm.
20, maybe even earlier. I forget when the vintage collection started. But, and then another one I got was Spaced Out Designs. This head is actually from another figure, but the
Really?
body is the Vulgarian.
That matches
Yeah, so this
perfectly.
is a colorway that they've done a bunch of. I mean, I've got this one in that colorway. I've got these in that colorway.
Okay.
I've got these in that colorway. So the silver with the red, it's like my favorite of the colorways.
Combo.
So
Yeah.
I just love the silver, the metal like look of these guys.
That looks cool.
Yeah, it looks very cool.
So I got those, and then like you can just mix and like. And the nice thing about having a lot of one color is there's a ton of like swapping options. And then speaking of vintage, I got this.
Oh,
band,
cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
These
You
are
got
so
yours
cute.
already. Where'd you get it from?
Pulse.
I got it from Paul. Come on, Pulse.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Oh man.
Love it.
Yep.
That is
Yeah, it's great.
probably going to be part of my May the 4th next year if I can get it by
That's
then.
awesome.
Pulse.
I'm surprised you haven't, because I've had this for at least a week now.
What? I'm getting upset. Checking right now.
Voodoo.
That voodoo.
It's got the figure it comes with. I don't have any of the ones that came in the 4-pack, like the ones that were like from the Book of Boba Fett, but all the previous Sand People that I have are like swivel legs, and so this is like the first. I think this is the first Tusken Raider I have with ball jointed hips. So that's nice. They have to have that for it to sit on this thing.
Yeah.
So
it's not
when
like-
did you order this? Do you have any recollection?
When it went
I'm
up
looking
for-
at mine right now. I ordered it in June. Maybe that was too late. This pre-order item will
me
be
check.
available to ship on approximately December 22nd.
And it's funny
2025.
because that's what mine said, and then it just
Oh,
all
right,
of a sudden
okay.
shipped.
Oh, all right, okay. So maybe it's processing. It says in
me
progress,
see if I
which
can-
means nothing.
April 18th,
All right, you ordered it far before.
and I ordered it with.
Oh, it looks like they're just not shipping to the Williams brothers.
Yeah, Tom hasn't got his yet either.
Your first name has to be William, not your last name.
Yeah, they're probably Tom. Like in school, they go in alphabetical order. And we're last.
Yeah, and I ordered
Happy.
it with Crosshair, which I haven't received Crosshair yet. Hold on, right? No, I haven't received Crosshair. That still hasn't shipped yet. Okay. And yeah, I think that's it for me. So let's.
Yeah, so it's cool. The figure actually straddles it, unlike the old vintage when it was like
Right.
a trap door,
It would go in.
Yeah, you go.
Legs,
you
yeah.
stick it right in there.
Fake legs on the outside, like a
Yeah.
Halloween costume.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so giveaway. All right, let's do a giveaway. Let me move my bantha. It's on top of my boxes. All right, so first giveaway is gonna be all cosmic themed giveaways tonight. And the first giveaway is Novi and Lean.
Nice.
Sweet.
Right. Novi and Lean. And I want to get the banner going. Oh, I got to get the giveaway tool.
So I know it was the other head from the Cosmic Pack, but Maverick. I never know how to say Maverick. Say Maverick's nickname. In my head, it's Rick Tech. I don't know if that's.
Yeah.
So I apologize, Maverick, but he did a killer, like Predator custom with that other head.
Yeah, I did.
His pop and swaps are awesome.
Oh yeah,
They
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I
Nerd
love he
Mythical
gives
on Instagram.
he
Yeah.
gives
Oh,
the
okay. I know,
full
I'm
recipe too.
Yes,
his,
I love
his,
that he
his
shares.
IG is awesome.
Let me check right now, make sure I'm following that. Let's see. Instagram.
That's Mavericks on IG.
Yeah, Nerd Mythical.
Oh, I think I am. Oh.
No, it's a different Maverick, Joe. It's not Maverick Soligen. It's
No.
I'll have to look it up later. It's not coming up. All right. Back to the comments. Okay, so enter Lean Machine. Hashtag Lean Machine in the comments. And just to confirm that that's going, let's pull that up. Yep, that's going. Lean Machine. And let's get into some news. So let's start with the LegionsCon news from Jeremy's stream last night. So let me share this tab and pull that up. Okay. So we got the kind of like this event poster going on here. Which I just wanted to pull up just to kind of show, it's pretty sweet poster he's got there. It's got all the different vendors and everything. And the
what do you say, like
creators.
93, I think.
Yeah, so many.
It's crazy.
All on one poster. Okay, and so let's go over to
some things have, so I've seen some things changing, and a couple of people that I don't see there anymore, and now I see new people. So,
go out this far with it and zoom in. Okay, so here's the map. And then here, so, you have the two kind of areas, right? So we have the studio rooms over here. And now what you got to understand is like this, like essentially like this hallway right here borders on this side right here, essentially. Yep. Right. So that's across the hall. So the hallway's here and you go across the hall and then you're over here. For people who want a kind of a sense of like what it is. This is not far away. It's right across the hall.
Right.
And then so this entry over here is down. Yeah, it's just down the hall. And when you get over to this area here is sort of where this is heading towards the lobby, where you're going to see the display cases with the figures revealed from GCon. You're going to see whatever statues they have set up there. And yeah, so pretty much all the display stuff that they have. So you don't have to get into these rooms to like check out all the cool like displays, which is nice. It's such a cool, even just hanging out in the lobby and like hanging out in the hallways is an experience at LegionsCon. It's sweet. And then this aisle here on the top, like there's a wall here, and then on the other side of this wall is a hallway that kind of, again, it connects to all this stuff here. But you have this hallway here and then this hallway here, which is where these guys are going to be spread out. So these guys are actually not spatially in that spot. They're up along here and over here.
Yeah, I think you said the hallway order isn't even necessarily what's on this map, but they will be there. They just may not be in that exact order.
Right. I'm going to go to the first table no matter who's there. I'm going to say, hey, Josh. Okay, so let's kind of zoom in on this. So this is the meat and potatoes, in my opinion. This is LegionsCon here. These are the gift shops. Although this room now is also more of like you do have other vendors in this room, so there are other people in there. So it's not completely. The full
retro rags, icon heroes,
all the Glyos.
Yep.
D13. Nate will be there. Nate's corner.
Yep.
It's like you go through, you check out.
Who's the icon heroes again?
I was just gonna ask that.
They do the Karate Kid figures and then the cat.
Yeah.
The cat karate figures.
It's the oh God, I'm forgetting. It's been a day. What the hell are they called? Zujitsu.
Oh yeah.
So it's like the karate suited characters.
Yeah.
Which back when the Karate Kid stuff came out, I had no clue that the Horsemen worked on those until they put out the Zujitsu stuff. Is when I actually found out about that. Josh says he's gonna hold me to that. If you're in that spot, I'm gonna call you something else. I'll call you Joseph Connors because you make cloth goods, right? On Jeremy's live stream last night, he misspoke
I
and
saw.
said,
Yeah.
he's like,
I
Josh
saw
Brown,
that.
for all your cloth goods needs.
Yeah.
I was like, I was ready to forget. It's fine.
Not worth it.
Okay, so yeah, back over here. Yeah, so if you're gonna go shop the store, you go in this entry, you shop, and then you come out here to check out, and then you're in that, and that's kind of like when you can go and like check out the Glio stuff and check out the, the row of like kind of collaborators, I guess, like Four Horsemen collaborators and
Yeah, this is kind of
even.
like it's kind of the employee. It's kind of the Mythic Legion employee area. Yeah. They asked me if I wanted to be in there, and I'm like, I really want to be on the floor. I mean, it's nice in there. It's cool.
Yeah,
There's a lot of traffic
yeah.
too. You exit through the gift shop, so you exit through the gift shop, and you're right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how Jeremy described it, where it's like the armor experience is like the ride. And then when you're at Disney, and then like when you get done with the ride, there's a gift shop, right? And like when you get
can't
done
go
with this
in that
ride, yeah, you can't. But you can walk around in here, and if you want to ride the ride again, you can go back out and go back in line. Okay, so there's that stuff. Okay, so over here, let's take a look. So a lot of it is pretty much the same. We have this area where last year this was called, what was the name of it? What did they call themselves? And
The
they
first
got
order,
wasn't it?
some
Mean Girls?
Association
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Girls. So clicky.
yeah. But anyway, they inverted it. I don't know if they'll do it again this year. So this was a weird one because in my head it doesn't read like this, where like it's usually like you're on this side looking at you were like the other way,
Right.
So they just basically had separated it so you'd walk down the middle instead.
They make like a.
This time they're going to
mall.
turn their tables inside out. Is the thing.
That's right.
Yeah, they're actually gonna
They're gonna make
flip all the tables upside down,
and hang them from the ceiling. Yeah.
They're gonna do a circle, and they're all gonna
Actually,
stand.
you
on
have
the
to go
outside.
under the table to see what they have for sale.
Yeah, they're making like forts. They're gonna have blankets. You gotta crawl underneath.
That's what it is.
That would be cool.
They're gonna tent them all up. It's gonna be like a whole.
Totally go in a
it's gonna be
fort.
like a whole medieval village of.
So I hope everyone's got good knees.
One of the big changes is that instead of being in the hallway, the exclusive sets are going to be in the showroom floor. I think that will do a couple things. One, it'll create a nice flow of traffic for all the people around here, right? Including Trevor, you're over here. Curtis, you're right next to there, right? Like it'll create like nice flow of traffic for those tables. And then also it'll free up some of that area by the little lounge, like basically by all the displays where they were selling them last year. So I think it'll be a little more smooth and just natural to have it here.
Hopefully it won't be crazy.
Yeah.
But-
Did he say that there's going to be like sort of like the Cabal table? Are they still doing that this year? Remember that? I think.
Because that's where Sideshow is now. That's where the Cabal table was, right?
Yeah.
I don't know that they're doing a Cabal table, but there may be some sort of merch table. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
But this is where you'll be able to get the figures. You'll be able to get the pins, like the show pins specifically, right? So
Yeah, I don't remember. I think
basically Joe
the
Vitteri's tables.
first day early in the morning, and I could have sworn that they opened it before the show to pick these up. I don't remember. It
For
feels like they
vendors?
did one day, yeah. Oh, maybe
Yeah,
for
they did.
vendors. I don't know. Maybe they did for vendors.
I think it was for vendors, yeah.
Just for vendors, yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how crazy it is in the morning, like the first day. because you'll be able to pick up everything again, like all at once, everything all at once, as opposed to having to wait till the next day to get the other set.
Right.
Which is nice.
I love this row. Like, this is where we hang out because Nate and I like hang out with Trevor at Trevor's table, and so these guys were sort of over with the Wolf King, right? So Steven and David were sort of over here, but
they were over in
here
the back
now.
Yep. I love
but
that.
Like Nate and Pat were there, right? Jesse was on this end, but he's just kind of flopped over to the other end here. But like it's a lot of like the same crew like hanging out in this area. I like this. I
Paul,
like this
Paul
hangout.
Stewart's next to us.
Yeah, the two
We're
that
gonna
are
have
missing from that area that have been there the last couple is there's no Legion shop one, so that's been there.
Oh right,
that table's gone, and then LeBron moved.
Oh yeah, he's
over by like Miller and them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. LeBron was at the end where the Mythics are.
Yeah, he was over.
Yeah,
he was over.
Dirk's there now, where Carver flopped sides. He was on the other side there.
And the probably the best news is we're gonna have Ange next to us because she hooks us up.
Snackies.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
Ange next to us and Monster
the
Force
best.
behind me, so that's gonna be
That's fun. I love that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Although I'll miss Pablo, but Pablo he'll be right there.
I'm planning to get another Formo Toys figure this year. That was like one of my favorite little side pickups, you know, like their figures are fantastic. Yeah, so this is a bit of a like independent toy creator row because you've got Formo, you've got Workshop,
Big
and you've
Bad,
got Plunderlings.
Yeah.
Who's over here? Toys and Tunes?
I think that's just a reset.
No idea.
Reseller?
Not
I
sure.
forget who they are again too. Maybe in the chat someone can
I think
remind
it's a
me.
I think
Toy.
they just-
What number was that? 39.
39.
Is
39.
Toys and Pete LaRose? Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that's got all the older.
That's right.
Figures.
Like you said, the
he's got-
Oh
bird.
yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
That's
the guy that
old.
gambled on baseball. Is that no?
I don't think they're
Pete
related.
Rose.
No.
Pete Rose.
Oh, Pete LaRose, yeah.
It says French brother, Le Rose.
That's how he got into the Hall of Fame.
That's how he got. That was his.
Disney made it French.
That was his gambling name. Nobody will figure this out. It's Pete LaRose.
Yeah, I can't get in the hall, but what about Pete LaRose?
He just put a mustache on. Pete LaRose.
Oh,
Oh, baguette.
All right, let's get over to this side.
Sorry, Pete.
Yeah, this is
Not
another,
Pete
this is
Rose,
another
Pete LaRose.
great aisle, like
Oh,
down
yeah.
in here, like like a row of classics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
OG.
Yep. Who's 31? I can't quite tell. That's the only one.
31.
I can't
Oh,
quite
31
tell.
is the only one I don't know.
Seller.
Matt Rhodes.
Matt Rhodes.
Oh, that's Matt Rhodes? Oh, man.
Yeah, who's
oh,
Matt
yeah, it
Rhodes,
is Matt
Trevor?
Rhodes. Yeah, yep. Matt Rhodes has been there from the beginning, too.
Just
So
great,
is he a customizer or?
customizer, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Got Eugene, my wife. Got Alex, Drunk Gizmo.
Yep.
I wonder if
Matt
OG's
Rodriguez.
here. Yeah, Rodriguez is there.
Yep, Matt Rod.
So this is very much the same as last year. This row
Mhm.
as
Yeah.
well.
I think it's exactly the same. Except
I
for
wonder if
LeBron.
Brian's going to have some of his new figures that he's going to launch.
Yes.
Yeah. I got to get it. We got to get him on the lounge. I definitely want to talk to him about that. So I've talked to him about being on. We're running out of time. We're getting like
I
4
know.
people a week on there, man. It's like we're never going to get everybody on, but
No.
we never do.
Check in with the chat here. Brick something has been a member for 29 months. Let's see.
I like
missed some
what he
things
says
here.
above that. Love seeing the shifts from the hallway to the main room. Brutal realm and from the realm with everyone
Yep.
else's killer. Yeah, that's cool. It is good to see. I think like Jeremy was saying, you're moving up to the big leagues.
away from the kids' table to the adult table.
Yeah.
That hallway is good though, man. I didn't.
Oh yeah,
I don't think
there's
people.
some killer stuff out there.
No, they shouldn't feel
Yeah, you don't want to miss
disparaged
that
at all. No way.
You don't want to miss that.
Yeah.
And it's a nice flow in and out, because when you get, let me zoom this back out here. So when you get to like an end, there's doors right here that go out to like where those out, the exhibitors in the hallway are right there. So if you're like, I don't want to trek across, like if you're trying to go to the lobby or something, and you don't want to trek back across here because there's people, like it can get a little crowded. Yep. Although LegionsCon is never really feels that crowded,
No, never claustrophobic.
The walkways are nice. There's plenty of room, unless you
that
got
middle,
a backpack.
That middle, yeah, that's true. That middle aisle is nice and wide.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh look, Rob Zamora just volunteered you guys for 2 days a week, 2 shows. So,
oh,
thanks, Rob.
Yeah, I got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, so you can totally pop out that side and walk.
I can't wait to check out that Lone Wolf double table. Like his stuff, like just really good prices and really
Kevin's
cool stuff.
got great prices.
Oh, amazing!
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, you think that's 2 tables, but he doesn't have an inch to spare.
No,
he covers every square inch, man.
And not just Legion stuff either. Like he had Rat Cave stuff last year. He had all kinds of things for different lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so then you've got D Blake, right? That's D Blake?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is over here?
Death by Collectibles.
And
I don't know who that is at 44.
Which one?
You mean 54?
5 Borough. 5 Borough Collective. This one. 44.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're like a reseller of just like all sorts of action figures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So which one is Ariel Brenman? Is that one of those? That might be 5 Boroughs is Ariel, I think maybe.
I think that's right. I don't.
He's always got like, I call it his ziggurat of like figures. He's always got like a weird shaped like.
I'm gonna need a definition on that one.
Stuff, kind of like a pyramid, kind of.
Okay,
that's a new word for me.
No doubt.
Thanks, Teach.
I used to smoke cigarettes.
Grindhouse Toys, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool that they're gonna be there. Paul.
And we didn't go over to this.
Paul does great work too. Sometimes I can't remember if he was doing it last year, but he's like sitting there painting the whole time too.
Yes, he is.
Brian on the end as usual, and then Beerman, Geek Out Show, Big Head, and Crashbox was in that same spot last year too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think he's been there the last couple of years
in
that same spot.
Yep,
that's Creative Beast. So they moved over from where LeBron was.
Yep,
that's right. Yeah, they were. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, and then down here. This was 2 years ago. This was where the Goliath was this back row. And I remember Marty was like, why did they put us against the wall? Because this back row is kind of like you're kind of facing the wall, sort of. But the thing about that is, I will say, when you're going down an aisle like this, and you're like, oh, check out Crashbox, and then check out Chubsy, and then you go over to Brutal Realm, and then Shelf Gravy, and by the time you pop back over, you miss somebody on the other side. But when you're on this back row, these back rows, there's only one side. Like you're wholly
to draw your attention. Yeah.
Same thing up top here, right? Like this is a little different because you have that you have those entryways, so there's a lot of traffic and it's a little different. But like this is like a back row where you get all the attention. Now, who's this down here? 76.
That's Panther Comics.
Okay.
Chris Kuiper.
I think they sell paints and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
So they'll supplies,
right.
Warhammer sets.
Yeah.
Honey Pot. They were out in the hall last year, so that's cool to see them in.
Was Steve out in the hall last year? Steve Mank?
Yes.
Yeah. Steve was out in the hall last year. Yep.
Articulated Icons?
Jobus Palace.
No,
is another
Articulated
reseller.
Times.
Articulated
Mythic
Times.
Legions.
Articulated Empire website, Articulated Times on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that Arthas table is one that you'll want to see multiple times because he changes what he has out throughout the con. So, that stuff is cool.
Joba's Palace. It's a great name. All right, and then this is almost like the other like independent toy creator area here because you have Spiro, Skeletron's new,
Skeletron's
right?
new, yep.
Foxforge is back. Who's this down here?
Mark Calvo.
Oh, that's Mark Calvo's table. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Same place. he
Empire
was.
Toy Shop.
That's where Nate's going to be the whole time.
That's where I'm going to be the whole time. Half the time.
Yeah.
I got to beat Nate there.
And Nate's going to have to pay for all his commission work.
And Bear Blazes.
I've
already. Is Bear Blazes?
That's what I was just going to ask because he was over by.
Shares
he
with
was
Noble
with-
Bear.
There with Oh no, that's Reynolds.
Yeah, but
right,
but
he's usually over.
I think
okay.
it's 45 is where he was
shared.
at
That's
year.
right. He shared the table with him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know that's
I
for
remember
sure
him
that he's going to
being-
be there this year, but that's where
I
he's
think
been.
he was. I hope he is.
He was at 45 last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Maybe
as soon
somebody
as you
in
said
chats.
Mark, and my mind did go to Blaze because it's probably between the two of them where I dropped most of my coin last year.
Absolutely.
Ackerman brushes.
Yep, for sure. For sure.
Now,
My list.
the line for the Ackerman brushes is that gonna be competing with the
I
line?
will tell you that I
for-
have plenty. So you don't need to come to my table first for that. If you want to come to my table first for a Tanya custom or for a Darla cape, that makes sense. If you need brushes, I'll have them. I'll have them most of the weekend. So.
And I guess this is as good a time as any. I've got another 50 copies of the 2 Words That
sweet.
Saved Christmas that I think will be at Emil's table.
Nice.
So,
Oh, okay.
Sweet. And again, he's up on.
I
wait,
think he's
where
going
is
to be
he?
bringing.
We'll have some at
of
our
his,
table too. Like we'll put some out there too.
I think he's going to be bringing some Wrench's Treasure
You want-
printed books as well, which would be
nice.
awesome.
yeah, good. And
Yeah.
Just
Why
quickly,
can't I
Brian
find
Card.
him right now?
He's right next to me. in
Emil's
the
up
top
by
row.
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
by
right. Okay.
Curtis. Yep.
There you go.
It's a smiling face. Brian Carr asked if you need to order pre-order lunch boxes. You can just pick them up. You can pick them up, but you can pre-order them if you want to just make sure you got it done. And mouse pads, there will be mouse pads.
Nice.
I'm gonna need to pre-order a lunchbox.
Yeah,
Did
I'll
you
probably
ever
get
look
that up in
into-
the next couple of weeks.
Did you ever look into like the gaming pads, like the bigger ones? Like
Yeah, I did actually. The company that I printed through, I had one made. I got one on my desk right here, and it was nice. They're stupid expensive though to get like just
Like
a
a
few.
playmat.
yeah,
I haven't found anybody that I can get them and then make it worth anybody's while to pay the kind of money you'd have to pay for me to, I could like give them away, but I'd like to make something back. They're stupid expensive. I'll find something eventually, but I don't know if it's gonna be this year. We'll see. Yeah, the company I had doing my mouse pads doesn't make them anymore, which is kind of dumb. Yeah.
And then this bottom row, I don't know everybody here, but we have, and again, it's not going to be in this order, and it's going to be like over here. So like when you pop out of this side and walk around towards the, the main entry into the lobby and stuff, that's where this stuff will be.
I'm pretty sure the lunch boxes do not come with lunch, Terrence. So
You can order lunch if you want. There's tuna fish. There's a grilled chicken sandwich. But you got to order that ahead of time. Josh Brown, Hierophant, Sumyadas. The
This,
hand
yeah,
is
and then this is that
Paleo
new
Legends. Yeah.
Yes, those look pretty cool.
Yeah, they do. I was thinking about getting them on the show too because they look interesting. Rogues Gallery. We just had Jeff on the show.
Jeff Diss, yeah,
Jeff Diss.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Khalid.
that's Jeff Diss.
This
the
book,
author.
which is really cool.
Yeah,
JJE.
I bought the book last year. I still haven't read it.
I thought JJE had been there before, but I guess it's the first time. Oh no, 2024. It was there last. That's right. Custom dioramas and props. They're great. Really, really good. Realms.
The Pirates, Realms Tide.
Yep.
Yep.
So Diabolic is Mike High School Creations. So that's Wallach.
Oh yeah, it's a new name.
Yeah, he changed his name just so he could, High School Creations didn't really mean anything to anybody. I think Diabolic is a great freaking name. So yeah,
And
he's a super cool dude.
And as Noah has told us, everything's posable, but sometimes just barely.
Just barely.
Yeah, just barely.
Sometimes just barely. Who's this here?
That's Joe Martinez,
Joe Martinez.
and they'll have
okay.
Joseph Connor stuff there too.
Oh, okay,
Joe's
cool.
great too. Star Wars Geek is weapons and accessories. I don't know if it's all Star Wars or not.
And we got Greg over here.
I don't know who this Dune Mythics guy is.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have a few people with stuff at that table. So just FYI.
Then, the last is Eric Bryson.
He's brand new. Just got a table.
Who makes these things?
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so good, man. You remember the people who were had the wine toppers?
Yeah, I don't see them
I
there.
didn't
I
see
really
them
wanted
this year
more of
either.
those too.
Weren't
those are
they?
really cool.
Weren't
They're
they
on that-
in the
Joe Batteri's
studio room
friends.
last year? Kind of.
They might have been.
Maybe it was 2 years ago, and they're like back by Arthas, right by. next to
Yeah.
They
him.
were by Arthas the first year here in the hotel, and I think you might be right, Bill. I think they might have moved inside the other the studio room.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, I feel like they were kind of with. Yeah. So
I hope
2 years
They're
ago,
there.
the Cabal stuff was in that studio room where Sideshow is now, and then last year they were out in the hallway, right? And then
Yes.
Mhm.
and then so I guess that's where the
Yeah, they were in the
toppers
armory room last year.
was. Yeah, okay.
What do you guys think is going to be at the sideshow table? Like, do you think they're going to have product for sale, or is it going to be?
I know.
I mean, I'm guessing that there's. Well, I mean, I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of reveal based on what they've shown at GCon. So, do you think it's just going to be them showing that, or do you think they'll actually have stuff for sale?
I imagine it's just going to be. I don't know this. I don't know, but I imagine it's just going to be a display of whatever is
to come,
mythic related or cosmic related or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to have like other sideshow stuff there. I don't know.
I mean, because they got
They
two
don't.
tables.
Yeah,
So-
but they don't do like they don't come to New York Comic Con anymore. Like it's a big expense. I get it. This is probably isn't as much to have a table here, but to ship all that stuff. Oh, who knows? Maybe if the cost of the table isn't as much as they're used to at New York Comic Con, maybe they'll ship some more stuff out and have some stuff. I don't think they'll be selling anything, but they might have more on display. They do have 2 tables. I don't know everything that they're going to have. Even
I mean, I can't think of too many things
Or
sideshow
Horseman
that are
related,
just an
so-
impulse buy. But
you'd be
it'd be
surprised.
kind of cool to see.
Yeah, they don't usually sell things. I think one year at San Diego Con, they had some exclusives that they sold, and that was it. But generally, it's just a display.
Maybe they'll have an exclusive here.
Hmm.
First
Yeah,
statue.
I can't
out,
wait
exclusive.
to see. Yeah. Albert,
Yeah, I'm
Root,
really
Jessom-
looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that.
C. Jessom is not going to have a booth this year. Albert Chubbsy's in there. Lenny is up in the 60s,
In the second to last
right?
row.
65, 64, something
64.
like that. Yeah. 64, yeah. And Chubbsy's not in there, but
Leland
yeah.
is right next to him.
Yeah,
C.
Chubbsy's
Jessom does
70.
not have a booth this year. They will be there, but no booth.
All right. Let's do this because we got 2 more to do after this. So we got 66 entries. Last call on the Novian Lean #Lean Machine. Get them in there. And is that it? 66? Is that it? 67. 5, 4. Actually, countdowns are dumb because it's not. There's like a 5-second delay, so I have to do like a
Right.
20, 50, 49. No.
Oh, the entries are jumping up.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go, everybody.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It.
While we're waiting, reminder, email me at podcast@dorklair.com. That's probably the best way to do it. Or if we're already kind of connected, you can hit me up in social media. But the info is in the description below. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Who's it going to be?
Probably a McCoy. Ooh, almost
JG.
JG.
Nice. Congratulations,
Congrats.
JG.
Congrats.
That is a Novian lean for you that I will ship out tomorrow or probably Saturday morning.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome
I gotta
prize.
pull that banner down. And let's talk about the next one.
JG Wentworth. 877
I have an annuity.
Okay. So the
Commercial
next
drives me
one,
nuts.
we're going to do something a little newer.
But
A
you're mine.
Thraxian Scout.
Ooh,
nice.
That's a good
Nice.
one too, man.
Thraxian
I'm entering
Scout.
this one.
And yeah, there's no rule about winning twice. Like you know, JG, you could totally win again.
Saves bill on shipping.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
So with the Thraxian Scout, I need to pop back over here and grab this hashtag. Start collecting.
Well, while you're doing that, just a reminder for folks, there's 3 days left on Otho and Urzok. So
Yep.
Yeah. Good call.
Sunday at 11 p.m. Is it
yeah,
Eastern?
Scout Trooper is the
Eastern.
Scout
hashtag.
Trooper.
All right, entries are coming in. Let me pull this back over here.
I thought since you did Lean Machine, you might do Scout, no doubt.
Scout about.
All right, and then I wanted to share. Let's go back here just for a second, see if there's any last thoughts on anything we forgot to cover.
I do have a quick question. So did he say, so when you go in the storefront, you go in the door, obviously that's down there, right? And then you go check out. It's a separate line to get in the armory experience, but you can check out the Glios and everybody else in there. But so is the door that's up there an exit only, or an only entrance for the armory?
You can go in
So I
and out
guess-
of the store.
I think
You
they were
can,
letting
so-
people out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through the storefront if you want to go, say, see Sideshow and stuff.
Correct.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
go
you
in.
can bypass the armory line and come in through here and check all the stuff out.
Okay.
Should mention too that Nate says he's going to have some like oil paintings and stuff. I think
Original
Like,
Yeah.
artwork.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be
original
that's gonna
pieces.
be cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's going to
Yep.
be really cool.
I hope he's gonna have them for sale, right?
That's what my understanding was. Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
I
hope
think so,
he'll leave them on display and people pick them up at the end, even if they buy them early.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully that. 'Cause-
I would do that. I wouldn't be putting that in my room. You know what I mean? Or my car.
Right.
I guess if you had to leave that day, you might have to take it, but hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd
Okay.
like to get over and see everything he's got.
Yeah, I think we kind of covered all that stuff. I was saying before, I don't think I mentioned this yet on the show, but once I see this, specifically this room, once I see this map, it really becomes real for me, because I tend to sort of live in this, in this space here throughout a lot of the day, at least throughout the day on Saturday and Sunday. It's kind of it's real now to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. We still got a bunch of stuff to talk about because we do have the schedule here. So let me zoom in a little bit on that. Go over to.
Coolest part of this schedule is not opening till 9 on Saturday
Yes.
and Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the coolest part.
Yeah, because
That 8 was killer.
There's a
It
lot of
was
hangout.
Too much.
There's a lot of
Too
hangout
much.
on the night on those Friday and Saturday nights for sure.
Yep. And you got to get up early enough to have breakfast with LeBron's mom.
Mm-hmm.
And just like fueling up at that buffet.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that.
a must.
That'll take you all day. That'll keep you going all day. Like right through lunch. All right, so Thursday night. So Thursday during the day, that's intern for a day, and then Thursday, and then that's kind of when a lot of people are like hanging out at the hotel Thursday night, and so they're kind of like the first, like people are there Wednesday too, but like I feel like this is where the crowds really start showing up, Thursday night, so that people are there Friday morning for GCon. So there's going to be Legions Ladies live Thursday night. And then, of course, Friday is going to be GCon, 10 a.m. to 3. Get down there, get in line early, get a decent seat. And
for people who have not experienced that, either watching or sitting there in live, like I think 5 hours probably seems like a damn long time.
I know.
Like, how are they going to fill that up? But they do. Like
last year felt like it took forever, but that's because they had so many different things going on.
But it's unbelievable how much stuff they.
It's fun though, but they'll bring, if you haven't seen it, they bring people up, different people from the community and stuff, and talk to them about things, and then reveal the.
They didn't do that last year.
I thought they did.
Mm-mm.
No, they didn't.
I guess they didn't. That's right.
The only person
to go through that they. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, the only person they kind of had up there was Matt Dowdy, right? Like I feel like he was the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because of the reveal.
Yeah, the Infinite. And the way Jeremy was talking last night, he was like, last year we had a whole bunch of other stuff too. It almost sounded as if like he was sort of suggesting that it would be primarily this specific wave, and there wouldn't be a lot of other stuff to announce. But he could also have been trying to misdirect too.
Well, maybe, but I mean, there's not going to be a dragon. So, spoiler alert.
But are they going to reveal like the next Legacies, also the next Infinite, also the next,
But I mean, at least they don't have to explain Legacies. They had to kind of explain that last year. They had to kind of explain Infinite Legions. They had to, they had to explain the expanding of the world. Now everybody's kind of got that stuff. So I think you could just kind of go and say, hey, there's more of those to come pretty soon. So
I just hope that they keep the GCon waves, tighter than like the old ones where they were like so many figures like that.
10,
all 12, in
10, 12,
last year was that all in last year was nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like that's what they're planning too, based on things they've said about most waves being smaller now.
Mm-hmm.
Just more frequent.
Yeah, I don't think they're going crazy with like 12, 15, figures a wave.
47.
Yeah, 47.
Yeah.
So then after
imagine
GCon,
how long that would take. That would be 2 days of GCon if it was 47.
Oh my God. After GCon, so then you have the badge pickups and stuff, and the vendors are all setting up in there. And while that's going on, will be Curtis. Tell us about the customizing studio.
So it'll be a little bit different this year. So last year, we had, people had to pay up front, and they ended up getting a shirt, a bust, and then we had prizes that we gave away and stuff, and it was limited seating. So, it was only the people that signed up ahead of time that were able to get in. This year, it's kind of going to be a little bit more open. So we're not taking any money from folks. Dirk is going to be sculpting a specific part for the event that will go with something else going on that weekend. That's all I can say about that. But basically, people can show up, and we will have supplies for them, and they'll be able to sit down and paint, and there'll be artists there helping them. Maybe some people from the studio helping them. So yeah, just basically come up and join us. And as long as there's still room, it's going to be first come, first serve. But yeah, you'll be able to come in and get a free part and sit down and paint and have fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's sweet. And then there's also another live later that night is the Purple Gang live. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And then into
bring your hallucinogenics.
There will be snacks. So
bring your purple drink.
Actually, you don't even need hallucinogenics.
Well, there will be snacks if Bill brings in some gas bar sausages.
Oh, that's right. It's so funny because I didn't even have any last year. But I guess I'm the last guy who needs it because they have it locally. They're really good with eggs.
Eric, that is Friday night, 6:30 to 8:30. So if you haven't already been reached out to by Len, he is going to be asking all the studio painters if they would like to join us. So FYI, you're welcome to join, Eric.
So cool. Because Eric is a studio painter.
There you go.
Yep.
Studio employee person.
As opposed to Scott Warren. Inside joke. Eric gets it though. Eric's laughing right now.
All right. So Saturday, 9 a.m. to everybody's happy surprise. It's now an hour later. 9 to 6. And it, like, again, that 9 to 6 is going to go by fast, especially if you are trying to hit a lot of tables and just like see the art and see what everybody's doing and really just like see a lot by pieces. It goes by so fast because first of all, there's a billion tables, right? And then second of all, you're going to stop and have a conversation with people nonstop. Because it's such like everybody kind of, I don't want to say everybody knows each other, but everybody's interested in all the same stuff. And so the conversations flow super naturally across, everything. And so it takes a long time to make your way down an aisle.
Yeah.
I know you guys are going to cover this, so I'm not going to steal your thunder, but people just have a plan. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Have a plan. Be prepared.
Yeah.
Yep. Legion's Lounge will have a whole guide for noobs. We'll have some people who are going to be going there for the first time, and we'll be talking about some tips and tricks, and things change every year. So there's going to be some new things this year.
Maybe we can throw out a few scenarios like loose itinerary, like, okay, maybe you
if
start
your goal
day
is
in
this
this line, and then like go to this.
Do like a
next,
little flow chart. Do you want to do this? Yes.
Right.
No. If yes, then go this way. If no, then go that way. And then
Are you entering the con? Do you have deodorant? No, go back to your room.
Yeah, get deodorant.
And speaking of flow, if you have to go to the bathroom, don't make eye contact with anyone because you will be stopped a million times. And
especially if it's Sunday night and Shooting the Shelf is going on, we will not let you get to the bathroom in time.
I actually have a good deodorant tip. Here's a good deodorant tip. I like a lot of people use like aluminum free deodorant, right? Like typically like that kind of stuff. That stuff doesn't typically hold up as well as the really like stuff that's bad for you. So my tip is like once a year, go ahead and use
it's not going to kill you.
Use the
I didn't
aluminum
know
stuff.
that there was such thing as aluminum or aluminum free deodorant. I didn't know that
there's
was
some
a
pretty
thing.
bad like toxins in most deodorants. So like,
Okay.
Well, the antiperspirants are the problem. Like the
Antiperspirants,
antiperspirants
yes.
are the things that have the aluminum in them because it keeps you from perspiring.
Yeah.
But
those are, maybe splurge and once a year at LegionsCon.
Yeah. Mando is a good product too. Like it actually does pretty well.
I just roll up aluminum foil and shove it under my armpits.
Yeah.
That works too. Yeah. It's a little rough by the end
Balls
of
of
the day.
aluminum foil.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So during the day of the show floor and all that stuff, there are some things going on. So 11 to 5, role-playing game sessions. Those will be upstairs. Oh no, those will be downstairs. Wait, held in the first floor lobby and on the third floor. Okay, so they'll be kind of spread out in a couple different places.
Oh wow, 2 different places.
So that's pretty accessible. Like right in the first floor lobby, just like pop in.
I wonder who's going to be GMing if there's 2 of them.
I was
going on.
gonna say, besides
I know
Cameron,
Cameron
who's the
is.
other person?
I don't know, because it also says there's a featured one that Cameron's in at 1 p.m. So that's in the middle of those.
Huh.
Well, that'll be on the 3rd floor, so that'll probably take over the 3rd floor one.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming
Right.
they'll do the session up there. I'm hoping to get in on one of those. I want to play.
Pre-selected group of players. I wonder who they have.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeremy did say that they're going to try to get some footage of it, because I was asking on his show last night, because a lot of us vendors are not going to be able. I mean, this is all during the con, so it's not like it's after hours. But he said that they are going to try to get some footage of it so that people can see it later.
Yeah, Brad
I tried that last year. Just had some problems, but it'll work this year. I'm sure.
I'm looking for a photo here. Hang on a second. Whoops. Darn it. Hold on. Let me go back here. Albums, LegionsCon. And
You want me to keep going through this while you look for that? Or you
no, I got it right here. I just wanted to share this
There you
picture
go.
I took last year.
Nice.
It was cool. I didn't have time to like jump in with one and play, but I popped in and watched 20 minutes of one, and it looked like a lot of fun. So yeah, I just wanted to share that photo. I was going through some of these photos. Okay, back to here. Okay, so we got some gaming sessions, tabletop gaming sessions, not to be confused with the now defunct video game that has nothing to do with your precious cleric paladins. Okay.
Precious.
All right.
Yes, please don't confuse the two.
And then we got some more. Oh, so for the exhibitors, and I know there's plenty of exhibitors watching. 6 to 8 p.m. Saturday is the 4-H to go over to the 4-H room and buy stuff.
Yeah, do the armory.
I remember that 2 years ago, the first time in this, when that line formed, and they were still inside the main room, right? And that line formed, and it was like late. It was like, the day was over, and like we were in that line, and I remember running up and grabbing beers and like pounding some beers in that line after the long day. Okay, and then we have New to Mythics, 6 to 7.
Which will actually be double jointed.
Okay.
In this print there. So it was last year's double jointed. So it's Mark and Schmerber.
Cool.
Just FYI.
Oh, okay. So the night before, it's like you said, hallucinogenics, and for this, it'll be everyone just super chill.
Yeah, just
Way
relax.
chill.
Yeah.
Take out your toes. Let them breathe.
Nope. Keep them
Wiggle them in the
yeah.
air.
That's another
Socks.
tip. Another
Socks
tip for
optional.
LegionsCon. Wear your Tivas. Tivas are the official footwear of LegionsCon.
No socks.
Birkenstocks.
Open toed.
Buy some brushes. Curtis will paint your toes.
No. You have to buy 5 sets, and I will paint your toes.
Oh god,
Oh, okay.
it's gonna happen.
All right. You heard it here first.
Way too low.
That is a low number. Though. You kind of want to do it, I think. Okay, what the heck?
So this is the only part of this that I'm annoyed at, because we go ahead.
I always miss the pop and swap. If that's
Yeah, I know, because we go to
my wife is gonna
Migwick-
kill me.
Migwick
Yeah, I
Chicken.
missed. So I missed. My wife is gonna kill me because I was doing the pop and swap
Yeah.
thing. So I'm probably gonna do the pop, the parts exchange again.
Although
A lot
that
of
seemed
parts,
like it went a little long last year. The
It did.
pop and swap. It was still going after the my wife's thing was done. So
Yeah.
Just gotta, you gotta choose which rides you're going on.
Mhm.
Yep.
yeah.
Can't hit them all.
Also, this will be for those of you in the hallway exhibiting. This that's one of the kind of like the bummer things about that hallway is it's out it's out in the public areas, so you have to break down every day. So that's kind of like that space is where this will be. And then hanging out, and the My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me event.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of time, and I might have missed this prior or at the beginning of the show, is the 10 o'clock watch party still a thing
I
tonight?
believe so.
Okay.
Yep.
So we got 20
just
minutes.
looking. 20 minutes.
We got 20 minutes. Okay. And then we have the Sunday schedule. So 1 hour, it ends 1 hour earlier. It ends at 5 instead of 6. It's a great thing. Like the first year we were here, I left Sunday. I couldn't stay.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not making that mistake again. Like,
Yeah.
stay Sunday if you can, because you know
Absolutely.
it's another full day.
Yep. Yeah. Even after it's over, it's the same as everything else.
To
People
go
are hanging
into the
out
wee
all
hours.
night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there'll be more RPG sessions. The 1,000 swigs. Bring your
Definitely
swig.
take a few minutes and check that out because it is really,
Yep.
really cool.
Are you doing any giveaways for that, Trevor, for the 1,000 swigs?
Probably not.
Probably. We're up to it. Probably.
Hmm.
I forget. Did Terrence did they say so? You need to have them up by 11, but they're going to be open at like 9 to like start taking figures.
It'll be early. Yeah, I don't know exactly what time, but I know Gina typically is like walking around the floor, and she's like helping the folks that are stuck at a table to gather theirs. Obviously, if you don't have a table and you're not stuck at a table, if you could bring it up, that would help out a lot. But yeah, hopefully we can get to 1,000 this year. We'll see.
That'd be cool.
Be nuts.
V-Dog's fighting for you, Curtis. It's cold in New Jersey. There's no reason to wear open-toe footwear.
Yeah, it's November, folks. Come on.
Oh,
Put that
please.
stuff away.
We've
Have
been
you?
there in
Come on.
t-shirts and shorts that time of year.
Yeah.
Put on your socks.
It could be like it could be anywhere from like a 75 sunny warm day to like snow. Like
Been-
you just
Right.
never know.
It's going to be the middle of October. It's going to be in the 70s. So who knows?
Terrence
Yeah.
said he'll take swigs from people Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. So
Oh,
there you go.
right on.
Well, okay. Will the I guess just if people see you, but
Yeah.
but like when you're set up, Terrence, like when are you going to be like in that room actually taking that like where
I'm
people can
pretty
specifically like go
sure-
there to?
I'm pretty sure Jeremy told me that they've got those rooms the whole day, and
Okay.
I don't think there's anything scheduled before that, right? There's nothing before 11. Upstairs. So
I think that's a
if not,
different
then-
room from the RPG. It was down the hall from
It was
the
different.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was-
So
Yeah,
But I mean, if
Yeah.
they're
So
trying
there-
to check in 1,000 people, maybe I
Yeah,
mean it's
so
not
it-
gonna be 1,000 people. Some people might have 5 swigs, but still, 2 hours just to do that. I don't know.
so it
that's
should be
tight,
open
so-
first thing in the morning. But
no, there's a lot
No,
of
that's
people
not the
milling
same room
around,
as the
setting
My
things
Wife
up.
Is Going to Kill Me.
It-
Oh no,
there's
that's
there's a
Might
yeah,
be.
yeah. That is the night before.
It might
Because
be.
it might smell like vomit the next day. So
Pizza and whiskey.
a little
I
drinking
like it,
happens in
yeah.
that room.
Yeah. Not a lot of vomit. But I could see
No,
Bouchatti thrown up from that.
Yeah.
And then yeah,
Arm
this
on
is
the
where
floor.
it gets into like the
Maybe some blood.
you know, oh, it's almost over. Vendors
Yeah,
are breaking
this is the
down.
bummer.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
shooting the shelf live to close it out.
Mm,
It's always fun.
yep.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
there's a lot of people watching that, but you could just like wander through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like here's the show.
Yeah, we'll just be in the hallway, just grabbing people and
Yep.
pulling them up on stage. So
Yep. And
I might have to talk to John Caulfield. We ended up using his equipment last year. Hopefully, he'll let us do that again.
oh
I'm
yeah,
sure it
yeah.
will.
And then I thought this was a cool graphic because it shows all the
Mhm.
independent toy,
Yeah, it's really grown over the last few years.
in there.
It's awesome.
you know,
So fun.
and like
This
this,
Burke will be in there probably by next year.
right? Yep.
Yeah.
And like this, Glios represents a dozen different, that's like a whole bunch of people over in that Glios area.
Yeah, what do you
It's not
say? There
just
was
one
almost
company.
40 or something like that, or 30? Maybe 30.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
50, yeah, like 30, something like 30 or something with all the Glios people.
Yeah. So
I'm anxious to say hi to Matt this year, especially after hearing your chat with him, Bill, and looking forward to
he's such a good dude.
Talking to him a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't even talk to him. That was my first time talking to Matt, was when he was on the show. I have since seen him. I saw him at the 5 Points Fest / Toy Pizza Expo, but like that podcast was the first time I had ever even spoke to him, because I tried to introduce myself at LegionsCon last year, but he's so busy. He's he'll like spend time and deep into conversation with someone. It's like you don't want to like interrupt him, because it's like he's so into a conversation.
He's just going.
Yeah. These two, I hope they have, so Skeletron and Creative Beast, I hope they have their 3 3/4 figures. Like, I don't have a ton of interest in dinos, and I don't want the Skeletron TIE Fighter or whatever, like the ship, but I do want their 3 3/4 figures. So I'm hoping
the Cyberzoic dinos are cool though, man.
I know. I will probably end up getting the the saber-toothed tiger. I will probably end up getting that.
See,
that's a good one.
4-legged like thing with the purple dinosaur thing, whatever that thing is. Like, I'm probably
the dragon. I get that.
Yeah, the big dragon thing. Like, I'm probably gonna end up having to pull the trigger on that at some point.
And they were just who were they on with? Oh, Brick something had Jesus, forgetting his name. Anyway, they were talking about what they're going to have coming up, and they've got another cool dragon, like a wing dragon that they got designed. I think it's up on the store now. You can pre-order it.
Chris Chaotic.
Chris. That was it. Chris. Yep.
Yeah.
Forgot Chris's name.
Also,
for a second there.
They've got their Kickstarter, which is gangbusters. Yes. So they have a trading card game they're working on, and it's already almost tripled the goal, and it's 20 days to go. Wow. I backed this thing. Like,
awesome.
So it's it's like what kind of game?
Like Magic the Gathering.
Oh, really?
It's a trading card game. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I haven't watched the play. They have a video where they play the game, but it is, you get 2 starter decks. That's like an option. You can get booster packs. They do have a play mat with that has the spacing set up and stuff for it, and they have game tokens, and I'm pretty pumped about this. They don't have card sleeves, but
I would do something like this for Mythic Legion.
Oh my god. Hell yeah, dude. They even have a binder. I have a very specific kind of binder I use, so I won't get it, but it's pretty cool though that they have it.
Cards are cool, man.
Yeah.
Even if you don't play the game, just to collect them.
Mm-hmm. And especially if you or your kids are into
the art looks
dinos.
amazing.
It's both beasts of the Mesozoic, they're ancient, historic, prehistoric stuff. Then also their future stuff with the Cyberzoic, which is a little more appealing to me.
I was talking to some folks this weekend about the whole, Pokemon thing, and there's so many people into that now, and just the excitement about opening a pack and stuff. Like, I don't know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
people are losing their minds on that stuff.
The did you guys watch the video? Did I send you guys the video of the Sorcery Contested Realm Gothic series? Hang on.
I don't think so.
Hold on a second. So you guys know that I'm I don't even really play it because I don't have anyone to play with, but the Sorcery Contested Realm I'm a big fan of because it's all hand painted artwork. It's all commissioned hand painted. Some of it is licensed hand painted artwork, but it's all it's such an amazing project. Let me so I have to go to TCG Player YouTube. That's where I saw.
It's probably not as good as AI can do, though, right? But that's a joke, folks.
Another inside joke.
Okay, so if I do this screen, full screen? No, I don't want to do that.
Here
Hold
it
on.
is.
Okay, so let me know if you can hear this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Ready? Yeah. This is amazing. So this is their new set, Gothic, and I just want you to witness this amazing video.
Whoa. Wow.
That's great.
Oh my God, that cracked me up. They actually hired a band to like make that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right, so I was gonna pull up. Waves released here. What the heck? Waves released. Can I click it? Okay.
7 minutes, by the way, and you still have the drawing to do. But
why is it doing that? That's bothering me.
Yeah, that's freaking out, man.
I cannot find this thing.
Legacies. Okay. So kind of I guess sort of our last thing. We probably should mention the video game thing and just kind of like what's happening with that. But
I was going to say that we were talking Kickstarter there, but yeah.
So Scaphoid 2, which I'm pumped about. I'm a huge Scaphoid fan. I campaigned for him to be in the All-Stars back in the day. And it's exactly what I wanted, like to have a Scaphoid with cloth goods, you know?
Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah, the boots, everything. The new heads, the runes carved into the skull.
We're getting the. This is the first time we're getting skeleton legs for the boots.
That look is killer.
Yeah, it is.
And great posing too by whoever did that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who did that.
Yeah, that person's awesome.
And so, actually, we have the next one, right? That shows. Yeah, this is cool. So these are the exclusive. So, the LegionsCon version of it will come with the wings and the Terpiculi head
with the cool parts.
Yeah. And then Trevor's awesome shot.
It's badass.
The tree, this like the way the light's hitting the tree over here, like everything is just.
Yeah, I kind of had him like coming from like he had just like popped through like a you know oozing portal or something.
Yeah.
Like that, you know, or a pool
super cool. Nice work.
He's a great figure.
Wish they could get rid of those pins in the skeleton legs.
The skeleton legs. There's a few things about the skeleton legs that are starting to feel a little dated. Like, like there's no like the hip joints. Like there's no twist anywhere. Like
bothers me. The twist and the lack of a twist sometimes.
And if they went with an opening on the hip to where it popped on, then they could do a pinless on the knee. But yeah.
Pins don't generally bother me. I mean, I get it when you see it.
It doesn't normally, but like this shot here, it's like right in your face.
Sorry.
Come on, Trevor.
If only there was a cloth good to cover that knee.
I know, right? You're showing too much leg, Trevor. Yeah.
Scaphoid, the scandalous.
Teeth whistle.
The scandalous.
Oh shoot! We have a giveaway.
Those wings look phenomenal.
Yeah, we got a giveaway.
We got to do the giveaway.
I love those wings.
Like, giveaway. Cool. Let's get this back. All right, we'll do that. We'll check out. We'll check out
87
in a second. All right, we got 87. Here we go. Last call for Thraxian Scout. Yeah, Photoshop it. That'll go over well. Photoshop out the the
no.
the peg so that when it releases,
Right.
Nope.
forget about it.
Hot Toys gets in trouble on that one all the time.
All right. Last call. Hasbro. All right.
God, these Cyberzoic things are so cool, man. I love these things.
3, 2, 1. Good luck. Email me at podcast@dorklair.com if you win. Rules are in the description below. Oh, art by Eckerman. It was so close. It was so
Hank job.
close.
Baked me out.
Hank. Awesome, Hank. Nice.
Congrats.
All right. And let's get the last one going. So let me remove that and go back here. Banners. This is my favorite. Of the hashtags. So the next one is Kern Ray.
Oh, nice.
So we got
Ooh,
Kern
wow.
Ray right here. Awesome figure. I have both of these open. I'm so far I just haven't had time to do reviews or the energy. Maybe I just haven't been able to do them.
Hashtag
Hashtag churning Kern.
I do have the Thraxian sitting there like in a pose, like ready for the review. It's just I haven't had the time. All right, so this one is Probe Droid Head. Probe Droid Head.
Come on.
Because it has a Probe Droid Head.
Everybody put out some Probe Droid head. Everybody loves
All right, we got entries coming in now.
Probe Droid head.
And let's quickly go back over here and go to Valgard. I'm not as jazzed. I mean, I wanted Valgard, like I really did, but I think I was like when I was wishing for Valgard, I think I was hoping more newness, more new parts. Like some of the newer dwarf parts and stuff. And I just it didn't occur to me that it would be a LegionsCon exclusive, which is going to reuse pretty much all new parts with a couple new parts, right? But based on this being mostly reused, I think it did come out good.
Yeah, it's cool. I was when they told me about it, I was really hoping for an unhelmeted head for him.
Yeah,
that's what I really wanted. Everything else I was cool with. I mean, those pauldrons are great. I think they're very big.
Yeah,
it does make
think
him
I might just
cocky,
use
which
one.
is cool.
Yeah.
See, this looks. I like this beard better only because it's a little more contained.
Right.
But that looks great. I love these.
There's a lot of paint on here. A lot of those little silver lining details, and you got the purples in
Filigree.
there. Yep. And okay, so here's
That
the-
hammer. I would have liked to have seen something
Updated
new.
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Even just the lower legs,
little
and
one.
lower arms, I mean, I get it because it is a LegionsCon exclusive, but I kind of wish they wouldn't have married that together with Legacies.
Yeah, I mean, it works. I think it works great for Scaphoid because it's the cloth goods, But like
for the
this,
people that don't have this figure, it's freaking awesome. Like,
right? Yeah, it is pretty much very similar.
It's just like when I look at Urzok, like Urzok is so freaking good. It's all like there's so much newness and
So then here's what's exclusive. Basically, the stuff to make sure you can build out the
extra pelvis people.
The Valiant Guard, right?
Never
extra
gonna complain about an extra pelvis.
I mean, come on.
That's the one thing they never get us. They never get us extras of. We get extra legs, extra arms. We never get extra pelvises. So, I just want a pelvis pack.
What's going on? Oh, okay. I saw the strap like down here, and I thought, like, is this arm through the strap? Like,
No, that's one of the stringy things from his belt.
oh, just hanging out. Oh, I see.
Yeah, just hanging.
And
down.
then it's
and then
like
a
blending in
bracer.
with the bracer. Yeah,
The
I was like, what is
bracer,
going?
yeah.
Just like my weird. Like, what is that?
Don't look too close, Bill.
But
Magic
charging
disappears.
through the gate, pretty good. And I like how like they're both sort of emerging out of something, right? Like it's the two photos.
I figured
are
he's
kinda
bursting. I just
similar.
really want to put him in action doing something.
Yeah, it's such a
Yeah.
great composition. I love this shot.
And it, the short legs and the older, stockier armor and stuff. You can get some movement out of it, but I just wanted to like kind of show him like running with the cloth goods flowing or whatever. So those pauldrons are tricky.
All right.
Okay, show started, by the way.
Yeah, let me do the last draw. And I know people really wanted me to talk about like Wonderfest and all that, and I kind of had that set up, but it is getting late for me too, and I'm exhausted. So let's do this last giveaway. Probe Droid head. Share this tab. 77.
And the video game is no more.
Yep. Hell yeah, that's right. Yeah, in the video game. Basically, you can get a
check
refund.
your emails.
You check your
Check the
emails, you can
ball.
get a refund. So, they're doing the right thing.
I'm not going to be asking for a refund.
Nor am I.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
me
figured
too, me
they tried their best. Sometimes your best isn't good enough.
And it's a Kickstarter. That is a possibility with Kickstarters. That it's not going to happen. You invested and you kind of put your money towards this thing, and the business failed. You don't necessarily get your money back. But these guys are actually, and I don't blame anybody. I absolutely don't blame anybody if they don't feel like, if they want their money back. Totally.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just for me, I'm not.
Same.
All right, here we go. Yeah, rest in peace. But it was time to put that old dog down, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm glad they did it now, so at least you can get any kind of complaining and stuff out of the way before anything else kicks off.
Yeah, people won't even remember it by the time the next thing comes around. I mean, they will, but like it'll be old news.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Remember to email me at podcast@dorklair.com. As soon as this drawing is over, we're pretty much going to end this thing so these guys can do Fortress Madamus. Nice. Awesome.
Congrats.
All right. Make sure people understand that the video game company is not 4HM. Yeah, that's another thing to do. And that's it for tonight.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more on that on Monday too on Legion's Lounge. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. This the LegionsCon proper stuff took longer than I expected, so we kind of didn't get to that. Maybe we'll
Legion's
talk about it
Lounge now 4 times a week.
Yeah,
a month.
every day, twice a day.
All right.
Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy watching your thing. I'm gonna go yank this Band-Aid off this Red Sox game and find out what the fuck is going on. And until next time, may the force be with you.
Follow me into